Hi guys, welcome back to Movie Chat and More. And if you're here for the very first time, welcome. You're welcome anyway. All these hearts were broken already in the chat. Thank you, all. Chat is back, so you can chat now live in the chat room. Something happened in the last stream I did. Something went wrong. I apologize for that. Hopefully everyone can chat in the live chat. Let's just wow, I'm still here. The conspiracy trifecta, all good. That's good to know. David White, sup? Yeah, David, I'm not sure what happened in the last chat, my friend. All these hearts are broken. Hey to you. Welcome back. All these hearts were broken. Movie and more, but no chat. That's weird. That's really unusual. I'll have to look into that. I have. It happened. It's not the first time it's happened. I will look into that. All these hearts were broken. I will look in. Give me a second, guys. I'm just having a look at a few things. Hopefully that won't happen anymore. But the main thing is you're all here and you're all chatting. That's the main thing. I think, as far as I can see, everything is up and running. Hopefully. Camden, welcome to the chat, my friend. Hey everyone, the king is back. The king. Oh, you must be talking about this guy, right? Hey David White, I told you I'd have CDs at the ready. Thank you, Camden. I appreciate it. Yep. We got some. Yep. We got this one. We got that one. And we have this one. Wait. Did you guys just see that? There's a massive light change in the room. Did you guys just notice that? I'm not pissing around, guys. Oh well. The lighting is better. Hopefully, whatever did that stays that way. Okay, yeah. Nice, yeah. What the fuck? LOL. Yeah, conspiracy. Yeah. Oh, it's gone back. Oh, I know what it could be. Let's just. This isn't some kind of Elvis Presley pilgrimage. I thought it could be holding up something could change the lighting. David White, welcome, David. Okay, where are the songs from Live from Elvis Presley Boulevard on it? David, I knew you'd ask me that. I couldn't find it. Wait a minute. Let me. This is. Let me check. Yeah. Elvis Moody Blue, the last studio album from the King. Yeah. Okay, on the back. Bonus tracks. Yeah, it is. The camera is not going to pick this up great, but if you can, you see that at the bottom, That's the CD you were talking about. That's the album, David, you were talking about. Yeah. And the bonus tracks from that CD are Hurt, Never Again, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, Danny Boy, The Last Farewell, For the Heart, Better They Are, Harder They Fall, Solitaire, Love Coming Down, and I'll Never Fall in Love Again. That's the CD I was talking about. See, yeah. That's what I meant, David. That they incorporated that album, the vinyl, like you say, into that CD to try and get you, David White says, to try and get you to buy the full album. And this one, Elvis Promised Land. Bonus tracks on this one, Loving Arms, I Got a Feeling in My Body, love that song. If That Isn't Love, love that song. She Wears My Ring, My Boy, Spanish Eyes, Talk About the Good Times, and Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. Bonus tracks on that CD from Promised Land. But you're right, David. Yeah, they want you to buy more. David White says, best album to hits Promised Land. And If You Talk in Your Sleep. If You Talk in Your Sleep, wait a minute. This is the Promised Land CD. I've taken out the CD. Just thought you might want to see that, David. David White says, bonus tracks are from the album Good Times. Oh, from that CD? Yeah. I was talking about the Boulevard. The Boulevard one. All his hearts were broken. He's a good-looking chap. He was. Yeah, that was, yeah. I had a girlfriend once who, when it comes to not necessarily like singing wise, performance wise, but just the way these guys look. I had my ex preferred Cliff Richard. She preferred Cliff Richard. We were very open about what celebrities we liked in that way. But she said Cliff Richard was a better looking guy than Elvis Presley. That's up to her. David White says, my grandma had the record for Moody Blue. So cool. And it was cool that it wasn't just black, it was blue. Moody Blue. Yeah. I mean, in the inside of this one, you got that front cover, yeah? But you can turn it round and have the original artwork for Moody Blue, which I find really, really cool. But I choose that one. On vinyl as well. So cool. David White says, but now the ones that are black are worth more because they're rare. Yeah, well, it's weird what becomes rare. It's weird what becomes rare and what doesn't. I mean, I have a Chris Benoit wrestling action figure unopened. Chris Benoit, if you don't know the history of Chris Benoit, you probably do. But if you don't, I thought this thing would be worth a lot of money. It's not. It's not. Maybe, pardon me, maybe in years to come it will be. Conspiracy Trifecta says, Colorfast just watching McRae hate mail. Yeah, the hate mail ones are funny. My favorite hate mail from McRae is the first one that he did. David White, I mean the actual vinyl disc was blue. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. Not the cover art. Wow, yeah, that's pretty cool stuff, guys. That is really, yeah, really cool. The vinyl disc was blue itself. Yeah, I know I know the vinyl you're talking about. We have more color. All these, I don't know why. All these hearts are broken. Says, do you like Pearl Jam? Not really. Not really. I'm not a big Pearl Jam fan. Conspiracy Trifecta says, I didn't know how Colorfast was. I don't. All I know is at the moment, I've got 2 light bulbs, yeah? 2 light bulbs. Simple light bulbs that are, I think, 60 watt. And they're both shining down here. One over there and one over there. But it does. The color keeps on changing. I don't know why. So my apologies. If that's causing annoyance, my apologies for that. Conspiracy Trifecta says, my device is screwing up. I'll be right back. No problem. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Are you in Scream? Or maybe you're in Scream 5. Look forward to seeing you back, Conspiracy. Holy's hearts were broken. I saw them live and they were drunk and high and would go off for 5 minutes about George Bush, and that pretty much got booed off the stage back in 2003. Wow, Pearl Jam went that far? 2003. So which George Bush? I'm guessing the first one? Maybe George Bush Jr., but I'm guessing George Bush Sr. Booed off the stage. Wow. All these hearts are broken. We got refunds because they ended early. So you should. Wouldn't it be great if you could go to a movie before the apocalypse and watch a movie, come back to the box office and say, I didn't enjoy that movie, I want my money back? Wouldn't that be great? David Wyatt says, there is no junior. George Bush Jr. I think there is. David, what did I say? Why did I? This, all these hearts are broken. The second George Bush, yeah. David Wyatt says there was George H. Bush, then his son George W. Bush. Well, when I say junior, I mean George W. Bush. When I say junior, that's what I mean, David. I don't mean, but that's what I mean. Unless it was like a grandson, I don't know. David White says junior would only apply if they had the same middle name. But I get you. Okay. I'm with you. You're with me, I'm with you. Yeah, I get it. Okay. If they had the same middle name. Okay. Yep. Yep. I'm with you now. Yeah, exactly. David White. I mean, if they had the same forename. That's very by the book, David. But yeah, I know where you're coming from, my friend. All these hearts were broken, says back when times were simpler. Which George Bush are you referring to? Do you mean George Bush or George Bush Jr.? With a different middle name. Back when times were simpler. All these hearts were broken. I'm gonna, at some point, do a separate video about this and about the times we live in, because my opinions on not America and Biden and Trump and the whole world, not just America, not just UK, not just Europe, not just Asia, everywhere. I will at some point do a video as to what I think the world is right now and what COVID-19 has done to the world. But that's a video. It's going to take some preparation. It's not something I want to go into deep now. But yeah, at one point I will do a video about COVID-19 and what it means to the world. All these hearts were broken, says, I just mean everything, not really because of the president. No, you mean the world in general. Yeah. The world in general. Conspiracy trifecta. Cops do it by the book. Conspiracy. That has given me a great idea for a question in next Saturday's movie quiz. Cops do it by the book. Thank you, Conspiracy. That's given me a great idea. David White says Moody Blue. Yep. Moody Blue had 2 Elvis hits. Moody Blue. And then Way Down. Yeah, I love that song. Which is his biggest song in the UK. What, Way Down? Do you know what? I think there's a reason for that. Way Down did correct me if I'm wrong. Way Down was released in the UK after the death of the Elvis Presley. Was it not? Because that always helps. I mean, there was, believe it or not, some music mogul, when they heard Elvis Presley had passed away, when they heard Elvis Presley had died, this guy literally turned around and said, what a great career move. I mean, come on. Yeah, apparently someone actually said that. Elvis Presley's dead. What a great career move. David White says, #1 for 5 weeks, same as Wonder of You. Wonder of You. Oh, wow. Well, there you go. David White follows up with, Way Down was released just before and was climbing the charts before he died. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Elvis, his records were not selling very well, were they? In comparison to his live shows, which is why he carried on as much as he could doing live shows because the records were just not selling the way they used to. Yeah, All These Hearts Are Broken. Yeah, Moody Blue was a hit in the US because I've heard that one. Yeah, Moody Blue. Yeah, great song. Great album. Great album. If you haven't checked out the album, Moody Blue, get onto it. Get onto it. All These Hearts Are Broken. All right, guys. It's going to plug you all back in. There we go. David White says, I believe he was the third top selling artist of the 70s worldwide. But you know what? When you say third, that surprises me because I would say number one. But you obviously know what you obviously know what you're talking about, David, more than I do. When it comes to Elvis, yeah, third top selling artist of the 70s worldwide. Yeah, he's just fantastic. And the song that got me into Elvis was If I Can Dream. When I heard that song, it got me into the entire Elvis songbook. David White says, hashtag one, live show of the whole decade and only performed for a little over half the decade. Live show of the whole decade and only performed for a little over half the decade. Are you talking about the Aloha? The Aloha, David? Or the 68 comeback? You're probably talking about the Aloha from Hawaii. David White says, I meant hashtag free in the States. No one's come close to Elvis worldwide sales, so he was doing just fine in the 70s. Yeah, he was. What I meant is the reason, apart from the Colonel being a greedy son of a bitch, was Elvis had to do more and more live shows to, sounds crazy, but to help ease funds, because when Elvis died, he was worth $3 million, I think. So $3 million. I mean, that's a nice amount of money. It would be if it was in my bank account, but $3 million when Elvis died, he was worth $3 million. He was worth a lot more than that at one point. And I think he carried on doing the live shows to bring up the money. That's what I've heard. All These Hearts Were Broken says, never heard anyone say something good about this Colonel guy. Well, you probably won't. You might do. You actually, All These Hearts Were Broken, you may. I have nothing good to say about the Colonel. And the new film that's coming out soon, the Colonel is played by Tom Hanks. I think it was you, David White, that told me that. We'll see. Again, I think the Colonel's a piece of shit. I really do. He didn't care about Elvis. All he cared about was money. He used to take, the Colonel used to take, you'll know this, David, he used to take his money and just blow thousands upon thousands of dollars in casinos in Las Vegas, yeah? David White says, Colonel made 50%. and sold all Elvis royalties in the early 70s. 50%. David White, 1.2 million in one night. Well, there you go. 1.2 million in one night in Vegas? Christ. That's a lot of money. Yeah. David White says at a casino just blew it. Yeah. The Colonel, as far as I know, he never cared about Elvis. All he cared about was Aurora says, I feel like shit today. Aurora. I'm sorry to hear that. Aurora says, I feel like shit today. Well, I've had plenty of those days myself before the apocalypse, and even and after the apocalypse. But Aurora, what's the problem? If you don't mind me asking, and you feel free to talk about it in the live chat, Aurora, what's the problem? If you feel free to talk about it. The Conspiracy Trifecta says, are you looking forward to Dylan's new nightmare? Yes, I am. I think McRae will be a brilliant Freddy. Am I looking? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to Billy more. I'm looking forward to Dylan's new nightmare. I'm looking forward to seeing the makeup and what they do with McRae and McRae's Freddy laugh, which we all know is fantastic. But yeah, It's Me, Billy. I'm looking forward to It's Me, Billy more than I am Dylan's new nightmare. But I am looking forward to it. David White says he cared about the name Elvis. Yeah, the name. And that's all he cared about. David White follows up with, there's also a good chance he was a murderer. I'm not going to... a murderer. What, the Colonel? The Conspiracy Trifecta says, I'm disappointed the trench coat isn't returning because I like that look. Oh. Okay, Conspiracy. Yeah. I would have thought, I really would have thought they would have brought that back. So it's just going to be the green and red and yeah. Considering it's like New Nightmare, I would have thought they brought that back. I would have thought they would have brought that back. Aurora says, thank you for the comment, Aurora. It's nothing personal. I have a terrible headache. I know all about them. I know all about headaches, Aurora. They are, no pun intended, a nightmare. Terrible headache. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not a migraine. Hopefully Aurora is a headache that will go away, real quickly. Pardon me. As quickly as possible. It's not one of those migraines where you just have to lay down in a dark room. David White says, look it up. Look it up. It was in his hometown, and it could be him. David, are you talking about the Colonel or Elvis? I thought you were talking about the Colonel. I could be wrong. All these hearts are broken. New Nightmare was Freddy's best look. Yeah, I loved it. I remember that was what, 1994, and I was 14 when that movie came out, and probably 15 when I saw it for the first time, and I did not like it. I didn't get it. Now, if I was to do a Freddy marathon, it would be Freddy 1, Freddy 3, Dream Warriors, and New Nightmare. I might actually put Freddy 2. Yeah, so it probably would be the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, and then Wes Craven's New Nightmare at the moment. The Conspiracy Trifecta says 10-year anniversary movie. 10-year anniversary movie. 10 year, I don't know. 24, 24, which movie? Which movie conspiracy? David White says it's a lot like Scream. Yeah, it's a lot like Scream in a way. Well, yeah, I mean, I think Wes Craven, 1994, New Nightmare was like a dry run for Scream. And New Nightmare, I'm not sure. New Nightmare wasn't a massive hit. Not here in the UK. Anyway, I think it was straight to video here in the UK. But Scream did very well here in the UK. Wow, we got heavy rain. The Conspiracy Trifecta says, revenge is not my thing, man. Freddy 2, I'm not a massive fan. I could easily leave out Freddy's Revenge from a Freddy marathon. A Freddy marathon would be one, definitely Dream Warriors, and then Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and then maybe follow that up with Jason versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Jason, I should say. The Conspiracy Trifecta, New Nightmare was the 10-year anniversary movie. It was. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, 1994, 1984. Wow, that seems like such a long time ago. And it was. Wow. Yep. All these hearts are broken, says me neither. The Conspiracy Trifecta, too comedic. Yeah, for me. Scream. I mean, Scream is not a spoof. Not it has spoofy moments, but Scream is not a spoof horror movie. A spoof horror movie is Scary Movie. Oh, okay. The Conspiracy Trifecta, Freddy's Revenge, too comedy, too comedic. Yeah, yeah. I see that with Freddy 2, Freddy's Revenge, but that's not what puts me off the movie. I'm just not. I'm I'm much more of a Dream Warriors kind of guy than I am Freddy's Revenge. David White says the first Nightmare put New Line on the map. That's why they did new Nightmare in Appreciation. Yeah, actually, yeah, David White. The first Nightmare put New Line on the map. I think New Line Cinema, I could be wrong. I think New Line Cinema were doing pretty much okay, but not that much. I think New Line Cinema were making their money back, and A Nightmare on Elm Street was a swan song. It was supposed to be a swan song, like, okay, thank you, and here's this guy called Freddy. Hope you enjoy it. And people did. And so I wouldn't, put New Line on the map. Yeah, I would go with that. But before New Line Cinema were making movies, I don't know which, but they were making movies and they were on the way out until they made a movie called until A Nightmare on Elm Street came along, which was supposed to be the swan song until it made millions and millions and millions of dollars all over the world. All His Hearts Were Broken says Scream doesn't take itself serious though. For the most part, it doesn't. But do you know, All His Hearts Were Broken? The first time I saw Scream, even though it's now considered a horror comedy by a horror spoof, the first time I ever saw Scream was on VHS, and I think I was 17. I was not laughing. I think there are a lot of horror fans out there, maybe even just horror Scream fans out there, who don't want to remember those times. They want to think of Scream as a spoofy horror comedy throwaway movie. Thing is, the first time you watch Scream, the first time I watched Scream, when I was, like I say, 17, I was not laughing. That whole scene with Drew Barrymore at the beginning, the first scene with Drew, I mean, you can watch it back now and maybe, have a smile to ourselves. But the first time I saw that movie and that scene, I was not laughing. The only thing that made me smile in the first scene with Drew and the guy on the phone was who was the killer in Friday the 13th. Because when that question came along, she had already answered Michael Myers correctly. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th? And when she said Jason, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. But to me, it's not a horror comedy. Not then, and not even now. Now it's horror comedy, kind of. But it's not, in my opinion, a spoof. All These Hearts Are Broken. Wham, bam, thank you, man. All These Hearts Are Broken says, I mean, come on, a bunch of people realize they're in horror movie and use horror movie rules to survive. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. In my opinion, that doesn't make it a spoof movie. Horror comedy, maybe, but not a spoof. It's not Airplane. It's not The Naked Gun. They're spoof movies. Scream is not Airplane. It's not The Naked Gun. Aurora, you're still here. Thank you, Aurora. I just take 5 painkillers. Be careful, yeah? Pain has gone away, but now I have hallucinations. Well, you got the smiley face thing going. You got the smiley, 5 painkillers. Aurora, be careful, yeah? Be careful, Aurora. You don't want to take too much. Be careful, yeah? United Republic says, Wes Craven in a Freddy costume. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I know where this is going. Wes Craven in a Freddy costume, being the janitor named Fred, I think speaks for itself. It's comedy. It's not spoof. It's just my opinion, guys. I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, that makes it a spoof. Scary movie. Yeah, Scream was gonna be called Scary Movie, but it wasn't. Scream is Scream, and it's not a spoof, in my opinion. It's a horror with comedy elements. David White, big ups, OJ. Underground Outlaw Federation. Cut it out at Aurora. Are you talking to? My apologies. You're talking to one another. I don't think Aurora said anything wrong. But you're talking to Aurora. You're not talking to me. Underground Outlaw Federation. So chat away, guys. Chat away. Conspiracy Trifecta says it's more of a wink than a scene of comedy. Because how many people know that's Wes, especially in the 90s? You know what? Conspiracy Trifecta. I think you've just wrapped that up. I think you wrapped it up. Yep, it's a wink. It is. It's a nod and a wink. Think of the movie Airplane. Think, with Leslie Nielsen. Think of The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. Scream is not one of those movies. Yeah, it's got comedy elements, but it's not a spoof. A nod, a wink, a nod and a wink. Yeah, and in the 90s, how many people would know that's Wes? I was 17 when I saw, 17 when I saw the movie. I didn't know that was Wes Craven. But I got the way he was dressed and the way the uncredited the Fonz. What's the guy's real name? He's not credited in Scream. For some strange reason, the Fonz from Happy Days, Winkler, Henry Winkler, that's it. Henry Winkler is not credited in Scream. But when he says, not you, Fred, I got that. Yeah, Henry Winkler, Underground Outlaw Federation. I couldn't think at the moment, but yeah, Henry Winkler. Go back, look at the credits, and you'll see for some insane reason, Henry Winkler is not credited. Not at the beginning, not at the end, nowhere. I've looked into it. I can't find out why. But Henry Winkler is not credited in Scream. Very strange. Very weird. I know directors do that from time to time. They don't want their name on it. David White says, do you want a Scream remake? A remake? A remake? No. No, David, I don't want a Scream remake. And with the new one, Scream 5, it's just going to be called Scream, so I hear. But no, to answer your question, I don't want a straight up remake of the original Scream. No, not at all. Aurora says, by the way, cool t-shirt Friday the 13th. Yep, this is Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter. My favorite of all of the Friday the 13th movies. Thank you, Aurora. Underground Outlaw Federation says, my English teacher wanted one. My English teacher wanted one. What, a Scream remake? Or that kind of like the Freddy Krueger shot? The conspiracy trifecta says they already did one. They already did one. What, a Scream remake? I'm not sure what movie you're talking about, conspiracy. Corona COVID. Hey, Corona COVID. I remember you came here in a live chat a long time ago. Thank you for coming back, my friend. Hello. How are you? Well, I'm good, and I think everyone in the chat is okay too. Feel free to ask everybody. It's fine. I love it when you guys talk to one another. It's great. Underground Outlaw Federation, a Scream remake. Oh, your English teacher wanted a Scream remake. Really? I'm not. I hope they don't. And I hope Scream 5 isn't just a Scream remake. Conspiracy Trifecta says they made a TV show. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm not in any rush to see it, but it would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see the Scream TV show. I'm not overly bothered about it, but Conspiracy Trifecta says, I know you don't like Evil Dead, but you really should check out Ash versus Evil Dead on Netflix. I don't have Netflix. That's why I haven't seen Cobra Kai season 3. I don't have Netflix. Ash versus Evil Dead. Yeah. Don't have Netflix, my friend. But if you enjoy that, more power to you. Okay, what do we have? Yep. Corona COVID. Yeah. I do remember you coming into the chat a while ago. Thanks for coming back. Aurora, you're still here? Hopefully your headache's getting better. I know what they're like. They're a nightmare. Aurora says, what is your favorite beer? My favorite beer is Budweiser. Easy. I like Stella Artois. It's got to be Budweiser. Corona COVID says, that was a good one. That Evil Dead TV series. I haven't seen it. I haven't got Netflix. I think Netflix has got the new Chucky TV show. Has it not? I'm going to have to get Netflix at one point because I really want to see what the new Chucky TV show is like. Aurora says, do you like Black Sheep? That's the comedy, yeah? I haven't seen it all the way through. Is that Jack Black? Is Jack Black in Black Sheep? Not too sure. Thank you for the question, Aurora. Conspiracy Trifecta says, sad, we'll never know the end. The Evil Dead, okay, yeah. I'm not too bothered, like I say, I'm not a big fan. David White, that's sci-fi. Well, Chucky, you're right, David. It is. The new Chucky series is sci-fi. And we do have sci-fi here in the UK. So I'm looking forward to it. Corona COVID says, have you seen that video of evicted tenant having a full room of beer? No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. Underground Outlaw Federation, did you like the Child's Play remake? Great question, Underground. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I wanted to hate the movie. This artificial intelligence doll, no Charles Lee Ray anymore, Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky. I wanted to hate it, but I couldn't. I was there in the cinema and I really, really enjoyed it. I'll always prefer the original, but I have the remake on DVD and I watch it quite a bit. The remake, I really enjoyed it. I didn't want to. I wanted to hate the damn thing, but I enjoyed it. Great question. Aurora says it's a beer. It's a beer? Oh, Black Sheep. I never heard of it. Black Sheep is a beer? Aurora says you have it in the UK. A beer in the UK that I've never heard of? I've never heard of it. But I'll have to try it. If I ever see it, I'll try it. The Conspiracy Trifecta says same exact feelings. What, on the Chucky movie? Yeah, the other night after I stopped a live stream, I put on Child's Play from, was it 1988? Was it 1988? I still always will prefer the original Chucky movie, but I like the remake. I do. I wanted to, like, yeah, same exact feelings. I wanted to hate it, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mark Hamill did a great job as the voice of Chucky. I know quite a lot of fans were like, pardon me, quite a lot of fans were like, well, we know that's Mark Hamill. We know that's Luke Skywalker. We know that's the Joker. I didn't care. I didn't give a crap. Mark Hamill did a fantastic job as Chucky. And I did not think of the Joker. I didn't think of Luke Skywalker. He did a great job. Corona COVID says, why do movies show artificial intelligence as a human enemy? On the other hand, AI, they wanted to keep us as pets. Do these AI makers have seen any movies with AI? Well, with that, Corona COVID, I would go back to Terminator 2 and James Cameron and ask him. David White says, has a song ever made you cry? David, yeah, they have a few. I'm 40 years old now. When I was in my teens and early 20s, no, not at all. When I hit my 30s, late 30s, especially now 40, yeah, there are some songs that I literally cannot listen to anymore. In The Living Years by, I can't think, who did The Living Years? I can't think. In the Arms of the Angel, makes me cry. I'm being totally honest, these songs make me cry. Yep. Corona COVID. Which ones? Yeah. I mean, Sarah McLachlan, In the Arms of the Angel. Was that Sarah McLachlan? Honey. Honey by Bobby Goldsboro. Makes me cry. There's quite a few that I stay away from. I love these songs, but there's quite a few that I stay away from, especially like Honey by Bobby Goldsboro. That's just wow, wow. The Conspiracy Trifecta says, if you're reading this by Tim McGraw for me. If you're reading this by Tim McGraw for me. Not sure. Conspiracy, I'm so sorry, my friend. Oh, the song. If you're reading this by Tim McGraw. I haven't heard it, but I will check it out. Corona COVID says, take a paper, write this down. Sweet Child of Mine, Nescafe Basement. It's a cover from Pakistan. Pakistan. Okay. Sweet Child of Mine. All I think of is Guns N' Roses when I see Sweet Child of Mine. All I think of is Guns N' Roses. Nescafe Basement. I haven't heard of it, but I keep it in mind. Thank you. Conspiracy Trifecta says it's about a fallen soldier. There are some songs. There are some songs that really get me. Never used to when I was like in my teens and my early 20s. I was like, huh. But there are some songs now that get me that way. Yeah. In the Arms of the Angel, like I say, Sarah McLachlan. Wow. Underground Outlaw Federation. Love Hurts. Yeah. Wow. Now we're talking. Love Hurts by, Nan Vernon. That's the only good thing about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, yeah? Yeah, for me, Love Hurts by Nan Vernon for me. It was also at the end of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I love the Roy Orbison version of that song. I love the Nazareth version, which was in Rob Zombie's 2007 Halloween. The Nan Vernon one, it's chilling. It's chilling. So I know where you're coming from, Underground. It really is. It's a chilling version of that song. Okay. Aurora says, Stay With Me by In Flames is very emotional. You should check it out. Stay With Me. Stay With Me by In Flames. I know a song called Stay With Me by Shakespeare's Sister, but I will have to check that one out. It must be a completely different song by In Flames. I will. Thank you, Aurora. I will check that out. Corona Coded says the two main TV programs for music in Pakistan are Coke Studio Pakistan, sponsored by Coca-Cola, and the other is Nescafe Basement, sponsored by Nescafe Basement. Are they? Good to know. Stay With Me by In Flames. I will check that out. Aurora says there are many songs called Stay With Me. Yeah, the one that comes to mind is, I think it's Shakespeare's Sister. Does anybody else know the song I'm talking about? The video to Shakespeare's sister, Stay or Stay With Me. It's quite iconic. Aurora says, yeah, I know it. Yeah. But I will check out the one you're talking about. Stay With Me by In Flames. I will check that out, Aurora, and thank you for the recommendation. I really appreciate that. I just want to say thanks again, guys, for joining in the chat tonight. We've had 2 of them. This is the second. You guys are awesome. Peter, can I just say Peter? Sorry. Peter Mount. Yeah, Peter. Hey, man. Hey. Hopped on to see how things are going. How are you holding up? Pretty well. Pretty well. In a post-apocalyptic kind of world, I'm doing pretty well. I'm not too bad. Things can only get better, can't they? Corona COVID. Why doesn't someone make a song named Stick With Me? Fuck knows. I ain't got a clue. Peter, by the way, I don't want to pronounce your last name. I'll try. I know I got it right once, twice, 3 times a charm. Let's see. Maltazars. No, Maltazars. Is it okay if I just call you Peter? I mean, we're going to get more Peters in the room. I'll just say like Peter M. Is it okay if I call you Peter? No offense. Is that cool? I remember you said James Grimm says it the same way I do, but okay. Maltazars. That's good to hear. Yeah, thank you, Peter. I got to get back to my Halloween fan script. Peter Maltazars. You getting back to your Halloween fan script? That's good. That's good. Peter Maltazars. Peter, when it comes to your script, I'm not an expert, but I'm not nowhere near it. Be original, but not too original. You got it right, says Bear. Thank you. I will get it wrong in the future. Maltazars. Okay. Aurora says, what do you think about the movie Alien vs. Predator? That's a great question, Aurora. I do have the DVD. The first Alien vs. Predator, and I was disappointed. Very disappointed. I think they could have made a much better movie. A much better movie. But it was better than the remake of Predator. I give you that much. The remake, what was it? The Predator. What a terrible piece of shit that was. But no, I was not a big fan of the original, Alien vs. Predator. I wanted to be. I bought the DVD without even seeing the film before. but it wasn't for me. Pardon me, but it was not for me. Peter Maltazar says it's actually a sequel to Rob Zombie's H2. Really, you're a brave guy. At first, I was never a big fan of his films, but I've come to love them. Love them? To be different, I like to show my love for his reimagining of Michael Myers. Do you know what's funny about that, Peter? And I'm going to be completely honest with you right here and right now. Is I tried ever since I was like 5, 6 years old. I've loved writing stories. After watching Halloween, Rob Zombie's H2, I tried to write a story, a novel, as to how the hell we're gonna follow on from this. And I got up to chapter 2, and I did not know where the hell to go with it. So I didn't have a clue. Even chapter 1 was a fucking disaster. So Peter, if you want to carry on from Rob Zombie's H2, more credit to you, my friend, because I can do it. Not many people could. I don't think even Rob Zombie could do it. Well, he could, but yeah, but that's not easy. So credit to you, my friend. Let's see. Underground Outlaw Federation. Did you like Batman versus Superman? I haven't seen it. Not all the way through. I've seen bits and bobs. I think the premise of Batman versus Superman is stupid. I just why I know there's a reason. I know the reason. I know why. There's a grudge between Batman and Superman, but why would you want to put these two against each other? I just, not for me. Not for me. But thank you for the question, on the ground. I really appreciate that. The conspiracy trifecta says director's cut of Rob Zombie's 2 is a masterpiece. Theatrical cut is thumbs down. Director's wow. Director's cut of Rob Zombie's 2 is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Okay. Theatrical cut is thumbs down. Conspiracy, when it comes to Rob Zombie and Halloween, it's Rob Zombie 2007 Halloween, and that's it. That's just me, though. If you enjoy the director's cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, that's great. And more power to you. I remember I haven't seen the director's. Did you say direct? Yeah, director's cut. I haven't seen the director's cut. I saw Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 at cinema, and it was the last film I saw at that particular cinema, and it was me and 2 other ladies sitting across the way, and it 3 people in the entire cinema. It was crap. I mean, absolute garbage. I don't think the director's cut would change my mind. I mean, I love The Devil's Rejects. Free from Hell is pretty good. But Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, not for me. A masterpiece. Look, conspiracy. If you love it, you love it. And that's what counts. That is what matters, conspiracy. Underground Outlaw Federation says, I'd have Laurie in an asylum. Well, that's the way Rob Zombie's H2 ended, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. I think, yeah. Underground Outlaw Federation. I think originally Rob Zombie wanted it to be 3 separate movies, like Michael Myers, young Michael Myers when he's like in his late 20s, early 30s, and then H2 was going to be Rob Zombie's H3. And then, but I just don't think Rob Zombie is suited for Halloween. Aurora says, In Flames song called Trigger was used on the soundtrack for the 2003 film Freddy vs. Jason. Then I will love it. Aurora, if that song, well, the next time I see that movie, I will be looking out for that song. And I do watch it quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but In the Flames song called Trigger. I'll look out for it next time I watch Freddy vs. Jason. Underground Outlaw Federation says, I wouldn't bring Michael back since he's definitely dead. You wouldn't? So, Underground Outlaw Federation, what would you do? Peter Maltazar says, thanks, man. I really want to show a glimpse in Laurie Strode's mind. In the first film, it was Michael's perspective. In the second, it was Laurie's perspective. In my film, I'd really like to wrap it up. You may be onto something there, Peter. You may be onto something there, my friend. I mean, like I just said, Halloween and Rob Zombie, I like the 2007 movie, but Halloween it's not Rob Zombieville, in my humble opinion. But if that's what you want to do, Peter, stick at it, work hard, and make the best you possibly can out of a sequel to Rob Zombie's H2. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. I got faith in you, my friend. Do it. Underground Outlaw Federation says Rob Zombie's song was at the beginning of Bride of Chucky. Oh yeah. I can't remember it, but I remember. Yeah, I do remember that coming up in the credits at the end. I think. Aurora says Rob's music is perfect for a horror movie. Depending on what horror movie. I mean, my favorite Rob Zombie film is The Devil's Rejects, and I don't think there's many, if any, Rob Zombie tracks in that movie. Rob Zombie is very much a 70s fan. I don't think Rob Zombie had any Rob Zombie tracks in The Devil's Rejects, but Underground Outlaw Federation says it would have to be like the original H4 mixed with Dave's idea for his version of Halloween 5. It would have to be, let me think about this. It would have to be like the original Halloween 4 mixed with Dave's idea for his version of Halloween 5. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to get this out on the table right now. All this talk about a Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, a follow-on from Halloween 4, forgetting everything that happened in Halloween 5 and Halloween 6 and everything else, is not going to happen. Never. I think Dave knows that. Deep down, I think Dave knows that. But I know where you're coming from, Underground. The original H4, I love Halloween 4. Dave's idea for his, Dave's idea for Halloween 5 is it's good. It's good. It's good. But see, sometimes, Underground Outlaw Federation. Maybe, but it's not going to happen ever. There's never going to be a follow-on from Halloween 4 negating what happened in 1989's Halloween 5. Not on Netflix, not on Amazon Prime, not on Disney Plus, nowhere. I think McRae knows that, but he hates Halloween 5 so much he's just holding on to strings and wants to make a better movie. But that's the way I feel about it. There's never going to be a Netflix Halloween 5 negating what happened in the original 1989 Halloween 5. It's not going to happen. Conspiracy Trifecta, Living Dead Gal. Follows up with, I think he did the whole soundtrack to those. Rob Zombie probably did. Apart from the movies, apart from the songs we hear mostly in those movies, like The Devil's Rejects, are not Rob Zombie tracks. Conspiracy Trifecta says he had a song called The Devil's Rejects. I didn't know that. I will check that out. Thank you, Conspiracy. I will check that out. Aurora, have you heard of Cradle of Filth? Yes, I've heard of them. I haven't heard of any of their songs, but I have heard of Cradle of Filth. What have you? Peter Matazars. Yep. All I say is that Myers is in the film, but not how you think. I'll just leave it at that. It's gonna feel different from the two movies. Well, if it feels different from Rob Zombie's H2, that's good. That's good, Peter. Underground Outlaw Federation. I mean the original draft for H4. The original draft? I know Alan B. McElroy wrote Halloween 4. There was a draft before that. I think Mike and Jay from Wham might have done a video about that. I'll have to go back and have a look. The original draft. I'll have to go back. If you mean the one with John Carpenter where he wanted Michael Myers to be like a spirit over the town of Haddonfield, then I know the one you're talking about. But there's no way Mustafa Rakkab is going to go that way. And God bless Mustafa Rakkab, he did not go that way. Peter Maltzar says, what is your ranking of the Halloween franchise? Great question, Peter. Mine is very different from others, and I mean very different. Okay. My ranking, Halloween 1978, Halloween 4 1988, Halloween 2 1981, probably Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, 1995. Then Halloween H2O, 1998. Halloween 5, 1989. But I probably would put Rob Zombie's 2007 movie in between the last couple of movies I said. Great question, though. Underground Outlaw Federation. I'm talking about a sequel to H2 2009. A sequel to it. But I think that's what Peter wants to do. I think that's what Peter's working on. David White says, could happen. Yeah? David White says, I never thought Trump would run. Look at us now. Haha. So don't say never. Underground Outlaw Federation says, yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Sequel to, yeah. Well, that's, I think, yeah. I think Peter Maltaz. Sorry, Peter. I told you this would happen. Peter Maltazars is talking about scripting something like that. So keep in touch for Peter, maybe. And it sounds like Peter's got an idea. But with Halloween 4 and John Carpenter's excuse me, Halloween 4 and John Carpenter's idea of Michael Myers being this spirit that looms over Haddonfield. No, not for me. Not for me. Thank God for Alan B. McElroy, who wrote the script, I think, in 9 days because of an impending writer's strike in Hollywood. And Alan B. McElroy wrote the script, wrote Halloween in about 9 days. And it's my favorite Halloween movie apart from the original from 1978. Great questions tonight, guys. Great questions, great comments. Are you all looking forward to the quiz on Saturday night? For some of you, it will be Saturday afternoon. And there will be at least 150 questions, all about movies and entertainment and music. Peter says, mine is Halloween 78. Yep. Halloween 0, so like Rob Zombie's first one. Yep. Halloween 209. Wow, yeah, yours are different. Halloween 4, Halloween 6, Halloween 2018. I didn't even mention Halloween 2018. I like it, but I'm not crazy about it. Halloween 281, Halloween 3. I didn't put that in there because it's not part of the franchise, but it is it's a cool horror movie, but it's not part of the franchise. Halloween H2O, Halloween 5, Halloween Resurrection. Love all of them. You love all of them, but you put them in order. That's great. I mean, that's great. It changes every week, though. You know what, David? Sorry, Peter. It changes every week, though. Yeah, same here. Apart from Halloween 1 and Halloween 4. Sometimes I think my favorite is Halloween 4, but I know deep down the original from 78 is the best movie. Peter says the last two never change. Halloween 5, Halloween Resurrection. You know what? Same here. I think, yeah. I mean, I just said my ranking. Halloween 5. Halloween 5 is hated by many, Halloween fans. Resurrection, yeah, it's a dreadful film. It's not just a dreadful Halloween film, it's just a dreadful film. Yeah, I said my rankings with the Halloween movies. I skipped a couple. I don't think I put Resurrection in there because it's so bad. But yeah, that's my ranking. But it does. I'm Peter. I'm the same as you. It does change week to week. I'm the same as you, my friend. I'm the same. It does change. Okay. The conspiracy trifecta says one. Okay, a ranking. 1, 2, 3. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rob Zombies H1. Rob Zombie H2. Okay. H6, H2O, H5, 2018, Resurrection. Mine's pretty much set in stone. I can't do that, conspiracy. I can't put it in stone like that. But if you can, that's cool. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, you prefer Halloween 3 to Halloween 2018? You prefer Rob Zombie's Halloween to H2O? We all have different opinions, guys. I mean, this is what makes it so good and so great to talk about. And your conspiracy trifecta, they're set in stone. Well, that's lucky for you, my friend, because I can't do that. And that's an interesting lineup. It really is. To put Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 above Halloween 6, H2O, which I really like. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Peter Maltazar says, I love my ranking because Halloween 07 is right after 78. I love both. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I love both versions of Michael because they're both interesting and unique. I love that we're able to see the character in two different ways. I understand that. Peter, I understand that. But when it comes to the way we got to see Michael Myers in Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, to me, that was not Michael Myers. That was a hobo from Haddonfield, but that's just, that's what makes this chat so great. We can all agree and we can all agree to disagree. But that's a cool way of thinking about it. I did not like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 at all. I hated it. Yep. Peter follows up with Halloween 4 was my second favorite before last week when I changed it to Rob Zombies. Might change soon, you never know. When it comes to those two movies, Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 4 from 1988, my favorite will always be Halloween 4. I do change, but set in stone for me is 1 and 2. 78, 88. Halloween and Halloween 4. Conspiracy Trifecta says the first 7, apart from 1, are pretty much equally amazing. Well, if you Conspiracy Trifecta, if you enjoy the first 7 movies like that, including Halloween 3, then you're very, very lucky. Because I would love to enjoy the movies in order like that. I don't, but you can watch them back to back. And in time, I mean, the Halloween timeline we all know is completely fucked up, but I, I kind of envy you. Conspiracy Trifecta says 1 is top of the line. The cat's meow, the cat's pajamas, cat's meow, the cat's pajamas. Yeah, the first 1978. It's got to be the best one. Conspiracy Trifecta says theatrical of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 is my preferred version. I could go in depth on each cut of the movie. You know what I kind of enjoy when it comes to Rob Zombie's Halloween 1? You probably know what I'm going to say. Is the fan cut. Someone's done it. It's on YouTube. Someone's done a fan cut, pardon me, of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. That would probably be my favorite version of the movie. The theatrical. Yeah. No. Peter Maltazar's Halloween 4 is just great, man. It is. Only complaint I have is that mask. Yeah, is that mask, okay? Apart from that, I love everything about it. I might like Rachel more than Laurie in the first film. I much prefer Rachel and Laurie. I don't just mean like in a guy way. Nothing wrong with Laurie Strode, but my favorite out of the two is Rachel Carruthers, no doubt about it. I don't even have to think about it, really. Halloween 5, did not do Rachel justice. Peter says Cole Edit's version of Rob Zombie's H1 is fantastic. It is, yeah. Cole Edits. Yep. I do like that. I love what they did. I can't believe they were allowed to get away with it. I can't believe they were allowed to do that. Maybe one day it'll be taken down. I hope not. I think Rob Zombie would even like it. I think Rob Zombie would even appreciate what they did with his movie. Yeah, cold edits. Yeah, guys. If you haven't seen that version of Rob Zombie's H1, check it out. Conspiracy Trifecta says 1, 2, 1 TV cut, 2, 3, 2 TV cut, Rob Zombie's H1 theatrical, Rob Zombie's H2 directors, 6 theatrical, Rob Zombie's H1 directors, 6 producers, H2O TV cut, H5, H18 resurrection. Okay, one day, conspiracy, we're gonna sit down. Conspiracy Trifecta, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna go over the whole fucking lot. I can't even begin to repeat all of that. We go over it one day. Peter Malazar says, all right, I'm going to have to top off, my friend. Like I said, gonna get back to my script. Have a great stream. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining, and have the best of luck with it. Work hard. The Conspiracy Trifecta says, wasn't a big fan of the fan cut. I didn't mind it. I quite liked it. I think I preferred it to the director's cut. The conspiracy trifecta says, then at the very end, Rob Zombie's H2 theatrical. Yeah, there's nothing about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 that I like. Not really. I can't pinpoint anything in that movie. Whichever cut you want to, I didn't even know there was more than one, to be honest. I'm not a big fan. I want to be. But Rob Zombie, no. No. Not for me. Not for me. But if you enjoy it, you enjoy it, and that's what counts, my friend. That's what counts. The conspiracy trifecta says, though can't really rank them because I've never been able to finish H2O. Well, conspiracy, when you do finish Halloween H2O, we go back up the list to 121 TV cut, 2-3, 2B cut, Rob Zombie's 1 theatrical, Rob Zombie H2 directors, 6 theatrical, Rob Zombie H1 directors, 6 producers, H2O, H2O, TV cut, H5, H8. When you can do that, why make a video? Because that could last ages. I like Halloween H2O. And not just because it was the first Halloween movie I saw at the cinema. I was a massive Michael Myers fan before that. But Halloween H2O, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, guys, we've been going 1 hour and 37 minutes on this live stream this Sunday night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you after the fact, live. Thank you so much for chatting. Thank you for all the comments and the questions. I really appreciate it. We're coming to an end very soon. David White says, a lot of people do have an emotional connection to it. Yeah, I know. Because it's the first one they saw, at the cinema. Not me. I was a massive Michael Myers fan since the age of like 5. So, but David, a lot of people do. Okay, guys, like I say, thanks for watching, and thanks for the comments, thanks for the questions. Thank you for talking to one another in the stream. I love that. What else can I say? And remember, this coming Saturday, it will be a live quiz with at least 150 questions, all about horror movies, music, entertainment, general knowledge, the whole cut and shaboodle. It's going to be here. Guys and girls, join me for that. It's going to be cool. I will schedule the event, and it's going to be cool. I will see you probably before that. But again, guys, thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Okay. Cheers, guys.